Okay, so today my name's Anissa,
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Gabby.
and we're gonna be doing the non-Mendenlian hereditary and epigenetics. And first, we're gonna start off with polygenic. That's when multiple alleles affect one trait, such as like hair or skin color. And then pleiotropic is when one allele affects multiple traits. It could be like cystic fibrosis or yellow fur, like bees, which is a lethal trait. And then genes with multiple alleles has two sections, and the incomplete dominance would be a red flower and a pink flower making a red flower and a white flower making a pink flower because one of the alleles doesn't pair with the one it's supposed to, so it results in a third phenotype. And then for codominance would be an example could be the ABO blood system, since there's no recessive or dominant. If one parent has A and one parent has B, the child could possibly come out with AB, A, or just B.
So for the environmental effects, it's when the environment inputs controls their expression of genes, which is why some cats are completely white, or some rabbits are completely white if they live in the winter area or cold. Epistasis is when the interaction of genes after phenotypication. So it's when the recessive phenotype parents can make a dominant phenotype, and it's also when the dominant phenotype parents can make multiple phenotypes. And linkage is on the same chromosome, genes on the same chromosome, and sex linkage is like an example of baldness. It's when traits on the same sex chromosome are sex linked. So which is why mom controls baldness and dad's just like, okay, it's gonna happen.
Okay, and epigenetics is like the study of organisms caused by modification in gene expression rather than the alteration in the genetic code, which is why a skin cell looks different than a brain cell. And in a clinical experiment that they did with the deletion of the chromosome 15 was Prader-Willi syndrome, and it's paternally derived, and it's a behavioral and endocrine disorders such as like obsessive compulsive symptoms and hypothalamic insufficiency. And Angelman syndrome is maternally derived and is cognitive and neurological impairment such as like seizures and Atiax, which is also maternally derived. And another one is Down syndrome. This one has to do with non-disjunction, and it's a trisomy of chromosome 21, to where it doesn't really look like an actual chromosome. It looks like these three for chromosome 21. So that's why the child ends up getting Down syndrome.